The world has wiped out his hands from the dust of the Industrial Revolution age. Everything has changed, including the fundamentals of making money. Without further ado, here are 10 modern facts that should be in the guidebook of everyone who wants to acquire wealth. Number 1, wealth is not only inherited, it is also made. I bet at least one of your idols in your life is self-made. I can name a long list of millionaires and even billionaires, and I'm sure you would too, that started from literally nothing. And I'm not talking about celebrities and athletes. Take Roman Abramovich, Michelle Zaitlin, or Jenny Just. Like I said, there's a long list of people who now have money to burn, yet they started from the bottom. However, when they were down there, they believed and they had a vision that it was possible and it could be done. According to a WealthX report, the vast majority of people who have a lot of money made it themselves. The market research firm looked into the situation of the world's ultra-rich, those with a net worth of 30 million or more. The number of ultra-wealthy people increased by 0.8% to 265,490 people in 2018. According to the report, which is based on 2018 data, 67.7% of those surveyed were self-made, while 23.7% had a mix of inherited and self-made wealth. Only 8.5% of global high net worth individuals were found to have inherited their entire fortune. Number 2, motivation alone is not the answer. I'm sure that after hearing the first one, you feel motivated, and that's good, but it's not enough to believe or be motivated. You have to take action on that business idea you always had, that plan you never executed on, or that novel you never finished writing. Otherwise, they would just be ideas and unfinished plans, another synonyms of nothing. You only need to watch one motivational video or read one good self-improvement book, and you're good to go out there and crush it. 3, it's a marathon, not a race. Some might point out that got rich overnight, and it's true, but it's not the case for everybody. Just because some people were privileged enough to have found an elevator to the top doesn't mean that the choice is available for everybody. My advice is take the stairs. It's going to take longer, but eventually it'll lead to the same rooftop. The key here is patience, and believe me, it's the hardest thing a human could ever do. Any successful business now has waited a while at first before starting to notice its revenues growing. In that, while the businesses experience, doubt, frustration, and disbelief, but so do people running a marathon. Do they stop? No, because they know it's a marathon and you're supposed to feel like that before crossing the finish line. Number 4, the quality of the people around you determines the quality of your life. We've all heard from our parents the expression, show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are. Yet most people that want to be rich keep on holding to poor-minded people. Analyze this quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. What do you and your friends hang out and discuss? Number 5, aim for the stars. Being a millionaire is not a huge thing anymore. According to the estimates, the first time in history, more than 1% of global adults are millionaires. In the middle of 2021, there were 56.1 million people worldwide whose assets exceeded $1 million, of which nearly 40% lived in the United States. Yes, people. Money is devalued slowly every year, but that's not the point. The point is, it's easier to become a millionaire today, and from there, the sky's the limit. So what these stats are basically saying is being a millionaire is not enough today, or at least the value of $1 million is not the same as it was 30 years ago. It's logically less. 6, passive income is essential. Regular earnings from a source other than an employer or a contractor are considered passive income. Passive income, according to the IRS, can come from 2 sources, rental property or businesses in which one is not actively involved, such as receiving book royalties or stock dividends. In other words, you can have multiple sources of income, and that income can flow in your pocket while you're asleep. That's what's called a passive income. However, many people believe that passive income is about getting something for nothing, and it appeals to those who want to get rich quick. But in the end, it is still work. You simply provide the work up front. 7, time management is a required skill. Good time management can help you advance your career. Organizing your day allows you to finish work on time. Stay focused during important meetings and be creative and proactive in your tasks. Having good time management skills can help you achieve important goals and advance in your career. Time management skills include a variety of skills that will help you manage your time well. Some of the most important time management skills include using help. You don't have to do everything yourself. Hire somebody else to do it for you. Otherwise, you'll end up burned out between managing your businesses and other aspects of life that are maybe even more important. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Only the rich use it smarter and better. 8, and my personal favorite, the tipping point is real. There's a famous book by Malcolm Gladwell, The Tipping Point, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference, which clearly holds the same name. But what I'm talking about is the use of the book's theory in the field of self-development and achieving goals. The proven theory basically says everybody has a certain tipping point where everything falls into place and you'll finally have all of what you worked for, not wanted, worked for. That hit movie that transforms a filmmaker's career to a whole different level. That hit song, the bestseller app or book. All of these are a tipping point. People got to, not by quitting. So you just basically have to keep working and not give up. Who knows, your tipping point might just be around the corner. Building wealth isn't all about cutting expenses to save money. According to the experts, 95% of financial advice focuses on the wrong thing. All rich people rather find ways to increase their income than cut their spending. It's still important to keep expenses low, but increasing your income will yield a greater long-term benefit. You can't pitch pennies until you magically shuffle up enough money to go on your trip if you want to keep saving at a high rate but also want to enjoy things like travel. That's the same advice Grant Sadaber, the blogger behind Millennial Money, who retired a self-made millionaire at 30, shares in his book Financial Freedom, a proven path to all the money you will ever need. No matter how much you cut back or how often you crash on a friend's couch or grab free food from catered company events, the amount of money you can save is limited by how much money you're making. 10. The key is staying on top. It doesn't matter if you took the elevator or the stairs to the top. The actual game begins once you're at the top. Durability and consistency is the hardest part. Think about it. You have made money before, maybe a lot, but have you kept it? Many has-been millionaires have managed to lose it all because of their poor skills in money management. I've always assumed that risk takers like entrepreneurs would want high-octane, high-risk investment portfolios. I realize that the opposite is true. Preserving the wealth they have created is the top priority for them. They were well aware that they could lose everything while building their company. They want to make sure that they keep the money they take out. Preserving wealth requires a mindset and discipline that avoids huge losses. If smart, wealthy people don't put half of their wealth into new business venture, because if the business fails and they lose that money, it would affect their lifestyle and financial security. On the other hand, if the start of business took off and doubled or tripled their wealth, very little would change. They already had enough to achieve all of the lifestyle and all of their financial goals. So what they do is invest only 20% of their money into new businesses and find other investors to make up the difference. It's worth noting that wealth preservation doesn't imply poor returns. A 70-30 portfolio of globally diversified stocks and bonds has more than doubled in value over the last decade. Compounding returns in a diversified portfolio can turn large sums of money into even larger sums of money. However, a doubling of value in a decade falls short of the outside returns required to turn a modest investment into tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. This wraps up today's video. Let me know in the comments below which of the 10 facts was your favorite and what's the best life-changing money advice you've ever heard. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.